Let's go, podcasters. Here we go. I'm going to read you a quote from a wise man that I know named Jesse Evans.
Go for it.
Rumpelminzenjäger is for people who are looking to exit this life. That's right. We believe it. We agree. You know what, Brent? I would go as far as to say that Jesse Evans, who just said that quote,
What'd he do?
He hit it.
How did we even get here? Cause I swear I don't recognize shit here.
How did we even get here? Cause I swear I don't recognize shit here. That's what the intro
That
would
is
be,
correct.
ladies and
That
gentlemen.
is a gross fucking drink.
That is a gross drink. Oh yeah. Don't talk about VA, my guy.
Anything with Jaeger. Why? VA people don't understand what the fuck I'm talking about anyway.
This
Especially when I speak in English.
He's such a hater, yo.
Fucking.
Shut the fuck up. I know your stupid ass want to keep going. Shut your ass up.
I was about to go into Bobby the Brain Heenan mode for a second.
No, don't do it. Nobody wants that shit 30 seconds into the podcast. Shut your ass up. Nobody cares.
For a second. Do you know why girls from Virginia don't do doggy style or don't do reverse cowgirl?
First off, they do.
Joke.
No,
do you know?
Let's step on his joke.
Do you know?
First of all, they do.
Do you know why girls from Virginia don't do reverse cowgirl?
Because your dick's too small, so
no,
it pops
it's
out.
not right to turn your back on family.
For some reason, he thinks Virginia is West Virginia. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. I don't know what's wrong with this guy.
But yes, those drinks are fucking gross. Anything with Jaeger is disgusting.
No, I agree.
Anything with Fireball is disgusting.
What's the? There's one shot that I don't mind of all of those things. I think it's like the Guinness beer with the fucking. I think it's a Jaeger shot, maybe.
Maybe
it's
for
one
you.
Yeah, no. It's one of those that I don't mind. The only way that shit tastes okay.
But see, I'm also not a big beer drinker.
That's true. That's
like
true.
I'll have one.
I've seen you drink a beer, but
I'll have one to level me out. Like if I've been drinking for a while, I'll have a beer to keep me at the level that I'm at. But I'm not gonna down beers all night.
Yo, look at this old dude on the left.
That's Jim Hill. Jim Hill's been in the
Who the fuck is Jim Hill?
Jim
Hill, West Coast guy.
Local.
Got to be a West Coast guy.
CBS 2.
I don't know who the fuck he is.
He's CBS 2 sports
Why is Fro
guy
leaning like that?
And has been CBS 2 sports guy for fucking ever.
But why is this Fro leaning like that?
Oh, because he's always had an awful afro. He's always, like, from the late 70s on, he's always had a terrible afro.
Is he from LA?
Yes, and I've seen him in person.
Alright, so don't ever talk shit about Virginia again when niggas' hair look like that out here.
I've seen him in person because I used to work at the Staples Center, and he used to come by he came by the box office a couple of times.
He want to come up and
to flirt. Come on with it. Come on with it, Bama.
Jesse, you trying to join up
Come
here
on,
to talk
Bama.
some shit real quick?
Come on, Bama.
We're not from Alabama.
Show me, Bama.
Oh, my God.
Jim Hill, I've seen him in person. When I worked at the box office in 2003, he would flirt with our main box office lady all the time.
Oh, his hair is gray as shit, by the way. He just got that shit
Oh,
super
yeah.
dry.
No, yeah.
I can see it when he went to the side angle.
Yeah, no, absolutely. His hair.
How old is he?
He went, oh, shit.
Black don't crack, man. This nigga like 70.
Years, and he's been around for
he like at least 70.
Oh, it has to be.
He looked like he could be arguably in his 50s.
He's been
That's
around
how black
for
people
fucking ever. He looked like he was 60 in 2000. So I saw him up close, and he looked like shit up close. Like he had on all this caked on fucking makeup. His hair looked even worse in person because his fro used to be bigger.
Well,
his fro used to be like Kobe size.
You can see the lighting right now with him and Shaq. Like he's in the dark on purpose. I know he's in the dark on purpose because that's how that shading shit works. You shading your makeup in.
According to Google, he is 74 years young.
That sounds about right. But he looked like he could be in his 40s.
He is 74 years young.
He said he called VA Bama. Yes, man, he's mental. Like he's not there. This guy doesn't get it. He doesn't know. I don't even pay attention to him.
Listen,
anymore.
something. Fried chicken, chitlins, and mosquitoes. Something.
That's mosquitoes. That's fried chicken. The chitlins. I don't fuck with chitlins.
I don't fuck with chitlins.
That shit's nasty.
I don't fuck with.
I am not a slave, sir. I'm not eating chitlins. I'm sorry. It's not a thing. I'm not doing that. I don't have to.
My mother used to cook that shit every New Year's Day, and once I reached middle school, I immediately escaped on New Year's Day to a friend's house. Because that shit, because the smell would just linger in the fucking house. It was awful. It was atrocious.
You know what you could know would work from that? Some Fabuloso. That shit would have took it out.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. Because I remember I was in that house.
Oh, wait. Jessica wants to come up. Hold on. Let's see if we can get him on the mic.
I was in that house spraying Glade air freshener all fucking day, and that shit didn't leave, and it stayed in the house for a week.
Hey, Jesse, I tried to
ask you. She was the only one,
and
she was the only one in the house that ate that shit.
Hold on, let me get the mic close.
We've got one of Trey's friends on the IG right now.
With West Virginia, we are not the same. We are built different.
Thank you. This is what I try to tell him. He don't listen.
Built entirely different.
So is the difference that West Virginians hold their banjo on the left side? Is that the difference?
The difference is they be fucking their brothers, their sisters, their cousins. They be doing all that.
And y'all just keep it in the second cousin family, right? Is that the difference? Is that once you cross once you cross the state line, is that the?
But not as creative as the music we be coming up with. Virginia built different.
Yeah, that's right.
Artists come out of West Virginia.
Yo, I tried
You heard a dope artist come out of Virginia.
all the time. All the time. Jesse, I try to tell him the same thing. He don't listen. He don't listen. He ain't got no ears.
I mean, you do have. I mean, what Virginia does have Mickey James and.
He gonna name some wrestlers instead of the artists.
And she's an artist. She's a country
ain't an artist like us.
She's a country artist.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Don't do that. I know she is, but no, don't do that. Don't do that.
She's got a music video out with the Yin Yang Twins and everything.
Don't worry about what he's talking about. It's not necessary to even understand what he's saying. He's a fucking idiot.
Mickey James.
Don't listen to him. Listen, Jesse, I played the records for him. It's a wrestler. It's a wrestler from like, when did she debut? 08? 07?
05. 4 or 5, actually.
Old.
You talking about?
With the infamous
Yeah.
infamous WrestleMania.
Right, to fucking.
Yo,
was it Trish?
Did you hear Batman doesn't eat pussy?
You seen that shit, right?
What? Yeah.
The bat eat cat shit.
Wait, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Batman isn't allowed to eat pussy, according to DC.
Nah, but did you see?
What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Did you see what Zack Snyder posted on
I
his
did.
Twitter?
I did. He posted a picture of Batman eating Catwoman out, and he said canon. He just posted canon on top of the picture.
Where the hell did y'all see this?
Twitter started dying down. He's like, I'm gonna throw a match to that bitch. And he lit that bitch on fire.
Yo, I gotta look that up. That's funny. I didn't hear none of this. I missed all of this shit completely.
I'm gonna show you the picture right now.
But let's get back to the roots here.
To this
Sir,
disrespectful motherfucker.
we have things we need to address. What is your problem with Virginia?
It's the home of Trey Sykes. Honestly, is my biggest issue with Virginia. There's a picture of Batman eating the pussy.
I like that.
And he
If
put
my next
Kanan
girlfriend
over.
ain't dressed like this on Halloween when I'm Batman, I got a problem. We got a problem. We're not together no
When
more.
you see it, when you think about it, when you first hear about it, you're like, yeah, that's kind of crazy. But then you see it and you like, fuck it.
I'll be about it. I'll be all about that shit.
Well,
honestly.
because they wanted to have this scene in the new Harley Quinn show with Batman.
She had a show?
She has a show. It's an R-rated show. It's an adult themed show. So they wanted to have.
Is it a cartoon?
Yes. They wanted to have a scene in the show where Batman is eating Catwoman out, and DC.
One of the sites in it.
Right, and they had
Where y'all getting this information?
from it's on the news. So the
I read
reporters.
too much to my breaks. That's
Right.
all it is.
I missed this shit completely.
So the producers did an interview, and they were like, yeah, DC loves everything except for this one thing. We had this thing about Batman eating Catwoman out, and they said we couldn't do it. And we're like, why? What's happening? And they said heroes don't do that. And they went on to explain
doing
that they,
life wrong.
that they sold a lot of toys, and they couldn't justify selling Batman toys when he ate Catwoman's pussy.
Wait, what? What'd you say, Justin?
I feel like it's not that we know of. Yes, growing up as kids, we like,
Is he picking up
they
on
don't
it?
do
Yeah.
that. But also as kids, we like, our parents don't do that.
Oh yeah.
You know, they don't do grown-up stuff. But as you grow older, you like, let's be real. Them motherfuckers getting it somewhere.
Facts. He's a fucking billionaire.
God, I'll be damned.
I'm wearing a Batman shirt.
Hey, listen.
You're flashing the titties at this motherfucker all the time, being sexual.
Listen though.
Irons to him and everything. And this dude's got so much money, he probably like, fuck it. At least one of those nights he had to say, fuck it.
And Selena Kyle's bad.
But see, here's the thing though. Here's what we're forgetting. Up until really the late 90s, early 2000s, black men in R&B weren't eating pussy either. We were talking about black men in R&B and hip hop were talking about shit like that. Like that was some wild shit. Fucking Tupac had a song where he was like, I might even be a freak and let you get on. How's that being a freak? Letting her get on top.
That was freaky, baby.
How's that freaky?
That was super freaky.
There's a song, I'll even go down. Show me to the subway, I'll go down. Was a huge. Oh, he'll go down.
That's some kinky shit.
How was that kinky shit?
And I did not know these things. I did not know that this was a thing in the 90s.
Oh no, it was a thing. Yo, Jesse, it was black guys didn't go down in the 90s because that was some white boy shit.
Yeah.
Just like they used to say black women didn't give head. That was some white girl shit back in the day. That was the 90s shit.
Yeah.
That was 90s shit. Like they used to really say that. Nah.
Yep.
Nah, that started in like when? When would you say? 2000 maybe?
2000.
Would you say 2000 was the turning point? Yeah. When porn became accessible to everybody on the internet and everybody started hacking shit? Yeah.
So y'all ain't start eating pussy till the 2000s?
Well, I was 10 up until that point.
Black men in general made a point of acting like they didn't.
Right. Except for like certain porn stars and shit.
I'm gonna have to put out a poll, guys. I'm gonna have to put
Oh, that's facts. Oh, you can put it out. That's facts, though.
Listen.
Yeah, anybody of a certain age is gonna know that fact. Yeah, that's facts,
We're definitely putting out a poll.
bro.
Yo,
Even in high school, did you eat pussy in high school?
That's the first thing I did. That's the first thing I did.
You a nasty motherfucker
That's the
starting in
first
high
thing I
school. In high school,
For an hour, son.
they didn't even know what
First
they were
thing I
doing
did.
yet. Nah,
I knew what the fuck I was doing.
not in high school.
I knew what I was doing.
As soon as it hit year 2000, he's like, well,
I knew.
Not me.
I mean, hey, listen. The edict had been lifted. The chains had come off. 2000s was the pussy Juneteenth. 2000.
Yo, I hate it here.
2000. The year 2000 was pussy teeth.
I'm sick of you, yo. I'm so sick of your ass. I'm sick of this motherfucker, dog. This nigga crazy.
Clits were emancipated and able to land on tongues in the year 2000 is what happened.
needs to be acknowledged.
Hey, man, listen. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm not fucking with you. But look, listen, all I know is when I was a teenager, I don't even...
He's like, Tupac said what? Hey, bitch, come here.
You know what, though? Brent is a contrarian by nature. So he's always doing shit that's opposite of what the hell's going on. So it's not shocking to me that he would say some stupid shit like that.
My perspective is I've always been a pleaser in the bed anyway. So if that's gonna make her feel good, hell yeah, I want to do it.
I was too, but not like that. Not at that point. My shit was like, I'm pleasing you by letting you suck this. That was me back in the day. But I've grown. You know, I'm older now.
I was 8 years old playing with Pokemon cards, and man, I was good at it.
8 years old. You know what? Brent and Jesse, I bet y'all would actually be friends in real life. Cause y'all both like, what's your Jesse? Plug real quick. You just dropped your fucking your new line. What is your new line called?
The Picked On Kids.
The Picked On Kids. He dropped his new shit.
I've been bullied all my life, and that's why I like to talk shit, because I don't really give a fuck anymore.
And that's basically Brent in a nutshell.
That was 100% me and my team.
This is him, 100%.
That was 100% me and my teens. I've tried to tone. I've turned face. I've become a good guy.
He tucked that shit in.
I mean, I'm a really good guy.
Yeah,
I really am.
absolutely.
I'm a nice, like, positive dude. I'm all about positive thinking, silver lining. But I was picked on my entire life.
For being from Virginia.
I tried to be with people and
You
try
see-
to make friends. So, you know, it just got to the point where it's like,
Jesse, you didn't hear him slip in there when you were talking. He said, from being from Virginia. You didn't hear him slip that in there. He tried to say that's why. But nah. So all the records that you were hearing earlier, those are his records. Like I played them for him because I was sitting here
that's
recording
you.
when we
Okay,
came in.
what's
Yeah, that's
going
him.
on, Jesse?
That's him.
I did hear
Yeah.
that. Shout to you.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm the white guy with the dreads. That I rhyme words.
Real well. But look, Jesse, yo, appreciate you coming up here, brother. I'm gonna drop you down, but I appreciate you coming up here, man. Appreciate you listening to the podcast. And yo, we got some smoke coming. Streets gonna know.
Yes, sir.
Streets gonna know. Even though I'm retired.
You're not retired. I told him, he's like, He's like the cop in the movie that says he's retired, and then you're like, you gotta come back for one more case.
I'm Martin.
He's like,
I'm Martin for Bad Boys.
I don't want to come back for one more. You gotta come. We gotta do one more case.
Seven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Betray. They got my daughter.
I
Not
gotta
Katie.
Why I click that shit from the bottom? That's how you know I ain't no damn cop. I clicked it from here.
Yeah. Yeah. You're.
All right, Bruce Willis. I'll see you on Die Hard 7.
Hey Jesse, don't do that.
All right, bro.
All right, yo, I'll let you.
To be fair, Bruce Willis has a better bald head.
Fuck you. My bald head is lit. What you talking about? Hold on. Wait, pause. This shit is fire. My bald head is killing. I'm sweating too. I'm hot.
Say yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
I'm never saying that. Never said it. Never saying it. What the hell does your diamond hat mean? What's the point?
I'm a diamond in the rough.
Oh, okay.
So speaking of music,
Just a rough ass diamond.
speaking of music, T-Pain says Usher telling him he fucked up music sent him into a 4-year depression.
Damn. He must have been his hero.
So there's a lot.
Kanye came to me and said that. Yes.
There's a lot to unpack here.
Back in the day, not now.
There's a lot to unpack here.
I can't believe Batman.
Do you think
can't eat
T-Pain
people up.
fucked up music?
No.
So then you don't think Usher was right for telling him he fucked up music?
From Usher's standpoint, yes. There's two different sides to this. Do I actually think he fucked up music? No. Because I don't believe that you fuck up music because you come with something different and it allows people that can't sing on your level to sing now. So put harmonic shit
explain to the youngins what T-Pain is basically responsible for.
T-Pain is basically the creator of this entire era. Like all of the auto-tune shit, unless you want to go as far back as Parliament, but people didn't keep doing it, until 2000s, and they did it a little different.
Right.
There's more the Kanye style when Kanye was doing the fucking, when he would use the auto-tune.
Parliament and Roger and Zapp.
Yeah, I don't know Roger and Zapp. See, that's too far back for me. But
everybody get up, everybody, and Computer Love.
Okay, Computer Love, I know. I don't know that one. But no, T-Pain was known for auto-tune. Jay-Z came out with the DOA record, the Death of Auto-Tune, because he also felt similar to Usher, apparently, at the time. I remember T-Pain walking on stage during his Summer Jam set, and Jay-Z looking at him, because T-Pain walked out like, he ain't gonna perform in front of me. And Jay was like, this is anti-auto-tune, death of the ringtone. I was like, oh shit! Like this shit was so hard.
Unfortunately, it's not the death of the ringtone.
No.
Now, it's the evolution. The ringtone is evolved into TikTok music now.
Yeah, because it's definitely different. It's still there.
Like
it's still there, but
the
it's
music
different.
now is designed to only be heard in 15 or 30-second intervals for TikTok.
Yeah. I'm trying to make the dopest 15-second song ever
for Vine.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Well, that was
ago.
8 seconds. Vine was really short.
Yeah,
I'm working on the hottest 15-second song you ever heard.
So So the T-Pain argument against music, or the argument against T-Pain and music. Yeah, and I remember at the time being like, man, I fucking hate auto-tune. First off, it was everywhere. That was part of the problem. It was fucking ubiquitous. Secondly,
don't say ubiquitous.
Secondly,
do you do this on purpose? You do shit like this on purpose.
Yes, I have a large vocabulary on purpose.
Jesus.
Damn me for learning to read.
Ubiquitous.
Damn you, literacy!
I can look. I understand placement and sentences and shit, so I understand what you were saying there. But honestly, what the fuck is ubiquitous? That might be one of the first times
all
I actually
over the place, all over the place, everywhere.
I got it from the context, but I'm saying, like, who says ubiquitous?
Smart people not from Virginia.
Here you go with that bullshit again. Disrespect. I'm about to go live on Facebook. I'm going live on everything.
Kiss your cousin state. I don't know what the state actually is.
Stop.
So in terms of, do you want to talk about this on the shit? Are you okay? So
no, keep going.
So in terms of T-Pain and his influence on music, I was not a fan at the time. Now, mind you, I didn't know what it would eventually morph into. I thought it would just fade away from existence like a whole bunch of other different fads did, but it continued and morphed into different fucking things. What is your perspective as an... Have you ever done auto-tune?
Yeah, I do it all the time. I did it on the record I played you earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't do it as blatantly. Like, I use it as a backing vocal.
Right. You don't do it. You don't do it throughout your shit to mask different, like...
So, Isolation Island, right? The first one I did when I was all super sappy and depressed, I used auto-tune a lot. People hated that project. Not everybody. Some people connected to it because they were in that exact same headspace and they were like, damn, I never heard a record of yours like this speaking to me this way, right? And for the people that understood it and understood what I was doing, they were like, damn, this is crazy. Because I killed the record. I still cleaned it, and I made it shit sound great. But it was different. You know what I'm saying? They used to me with my rapidy rap shit, and I'm coming with this, like, harmonic from the soul. I'm hurting. Oh, God, listen to me. And they like, what the fuck is this? So they were like, yo, that's the worst shit you ever put out. Some people. And then other people were fucking with it. I try to do How Do We Even Get Here podcast, short, and I realized it just says hedge.
Well, I mean, that's one of our hashtags. How do we even get H?
Perfect. Post. All right. So, chill out, Los. I just clicked on Twitter for some reason. So, what the hell? How do we even get here? What were we saying?
Auto-tune.
Auto-tune. Yes. I use
your blatant use of auto-tune.
So I use it,
and how that killed your career.
It didn't. That wasn't it. But I just popped the mic. But what I do is I will use that shit as a backing vocal, or if I'm doing ad-libs, I'll throw it in there because it'll add a harmonic sound or something kind of interesting in the background. Or like on this one record, I'm rapping my ass off on the shit I played for you, but you ain't really get turned off by the backing vocal that was using auto-tune, because that backing vocal had a lot of auto-tune. But it doesn't detract from what I'm doing up front. You can still hear the lyrics, and as long as everything's clear and balanced a certain way, I don't mind using it. But I'm not like Future. Because Future basically did exactly what T-Pain did. He did the same shit, but Jay-Z fucks with Future. And these niggas fuck with Future heavy. Like, he is a street king. You know what I'm saying? Like, they look at him as the misogynistic Christ, basically. He's that guy. Like,
do you feel like that was part of the problem with auto-tune, was the fact that people were using it so heavy-handed as opposed to treating it like a spice in a dish? They were treating it like the main dish?
Yeah. Because it's addictive. It is addictive. Once you do it, you're like, oh shit, I can sing now. And then you're going to do like 13 songs where you're singing like that. Because it's tough not to. Lil Wayne was a victim of that shit. To this day, I don't know if he's changed his audio back to normal, so to say. Because around the time he did Lollipop is when you started talking with that voice like yes, like that was a regular thing at that point when it got to that level. And I don't think he ever took it off. I think he just stayed with it because it was like, this is my voice now. You know, people are used to hearing me like this, and this is it now. But if you listen to his most popular records, it was prior to the auto-tune. He wasn't doing that at the time. So it's interesting. I don't think he had assumed that was going to be his tone originally, because if you listen to the Carter 3, he has Lollipop on there, and he's doing that, but it wasn't like heavy. Him and Kanye were doing that shit heavy. Kanye's been doing it for a long time, though. He's been like putting auto-tune in records randomly for a long time, but he does it more like I do it, where it's kind of like mixed in, and then occasionally he'll go crazy with it. I'm going to just auto-tune you to death on this one. So I don't mind it, but I think it's the way you do it, and if you're actually a good artist. Like Juice WRLD had auto-tune on that one song that was like super popular for him. I love that shit. That I still see your shadows in my room. That shit, I love that fucking record. I think that shit's hard as shit. My boy TJ hated it at first. He thought it was the worst record ever. And I told him, but you're not listening to what this nigga's saying. Like, he's spitting this shit. You know what I'm saying? And when he heard it, it's kind of listening like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. I can connect to it enough where it doesn't sound like, you know what I mean? So I don't mind it, because I think it gives a lot more people an ability to tell a story with melody. But I also don't want to only hear that. I still think Ushers have a lane for sure, because that's a pure singer. Right. You don't need auto-tune. Right. But he did it on Oh My God. There's auto-tune all over that shit with Will.i.am. Oh my God.
Well, you just answered your own question there with Will.i.am.
Yeah, well, it's still there. I don't give a fuck. It's still
you answered your own question with Will.i.am.
Don't be a hypocrite, because it's still everywhere.
Like that motherfucker, like...
I'm gonna let the beat drop.
I mean, to be fair, Will.i.am did some damage to music too, so...
Don't do that.
He did.
Stop talking about Will.i.am. What'd he do?
He made everything after Where Is the Love.
Where is the love?
Everything after Where Is the Love. Everything after that fucking JT collab that they did.
That shit was hard.
Here's another issue that literally I just came across today. I want you to hear this story. This is from a polyamory discussion group that I'm on in Facebook. The partner who seemed to be stepping up from casual to more serious and also taking an interest in my kid had my kid in the car helping him do DoorDash to earn some money towards video games. Cool, right? Then I get a call from the police to come pick up my son. My now ex-boyfriend got arrested for DUI after getting in an accident and trying to leave the scene. Failed the field sobriety test. Never take the field sobriety test. had wine in a water bottle that he was drinking in the car. My son is so upset, yada, 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 blah, 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 relationship stuff. That's not what we came to talk about today. What we came to talk about today...
There's wine in a water bottle.
First off, that's a wild fucking adventure with a kid in the car.
That is a super wild adventure. That's a hell of a take, especially when it's not jerked yet.
What are some wild adventures? Because we're not really of the generation... Now, mind you, my generation, that shit would happen on a semi-regular basis.
Yeah,
and before that generation,
you and my grandpa.
All our uncles and shit have a whole lot of stories like that. So I want to know some stories about adults doing wild shit with you as a kid, whether it be in a car, at a party somewhere, whatever, or at a house, something. Just adults forgetting how to adult when you're a fucking kid. In that moment, you think of one and I'll start. I remember my grandfather. I love my grandfather to death. I remember my grandfather one day stuck in traffic. Unfortunately, he had too much water at the place where we were at before, and couldn't sit in traffic anymore. So he decided, with his big ass brown Cadillac, he had to go on the sidewalk to get around traffic. I thought it was fun.
That shit lit.
Until, I remember later my mother yelling at him for, "Don't you dare drive on the sidewalk with my son again." That was one of those dividing generation lines.
That happened to me before.
Yeah. And I also remember he had a truck, and he had like one of those beds in the back of the truck. And we all piled into the bed in the back of the truck.
Laying back there?
Playing.
I did that last year.
Fucking rolling around, surfing on the shit while he was driving.
I did that last year.
While he was driving.
Yeah, as an adult, I did that.
Like, no seatbelts. We were sitting on the little bumps where the wheels were. If we were sitting at all, we were just all over the place in the back Can we go in the truck? Because we wanted to go in the fucking bed of the truck. And he had a little camper like on the top, like the cover thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes too, and then sometimes he wouldn't, and we would go in the back like that, like just wild shit that you could never get away with today.
Can't even begin to think about getting away with today?
Absolutely not. You would be pulled over in 18 seconds. You would be pulled the fuck over.
Yeah, that's a little wild. One of the things I remember is me getting in the car with my grandmother, who I love to death, by the way. Same
Maddie?
Same type of setup. Lucas, what up? I remember driving with her in her car, and me getting in. You remember car doors used to be heavy as fuck.
Yes.
Right? So I closed the door, and she probably should have tell Brent to shut up, Trey. Hey, shut up, Brent. From Maddie.
Shut up, Trey.
No. He told me to tell you
shut up, Trey. Yeah, to shut up, Trey.
All right, that's fair. But no, I closed the door, right? And she goes to drive off, and we go around a corner. And thank God I put my seatbelt on, because that bitch swings open. We go around this fucking curb, and my head is like I'm hanging by the fuck, like probably this far from the ground, just scratching my head up, or the door swinging back and chopping the fuck out of me.
Right.
And I was probably like, I had to be like 5 or 6. I was young as shit, and I just remember her going around this corner, and that bitch popping open, her being like, and kind of snatching me up. I think is what she did. Like she just get your ass up here, and like, and I remember stopping me like oh fuck. That shit was terrifying. So her not closing the door herself was one of those instances. Now, mind you, that's just a mistake, but nonetheless,
yeah,
that shit was terrifying.
Yeah.
Also, with my grandmother, this was not a car instance, but I remember they had me. I was a baby. I'm crawling around on the floor and shit. I got this scar on my leg to this day. Crawling around on the floor and shit. They had an iron up on the stovetop, or not on the stovetop, on the counter.
Yeah.
I pulled a fucking cord. Of course, the bitch landed flush on me. Lands right on my leg.
Like Home Alone.
Bro, to this day, right here, I got a fucking scar on my leg to this day.
Is it in the shape of an iron?
Yeah, it's just tiny iron now, which I don't understand, by the way. Somebody said, well, your skin gets bigger. And I was like, oh, yeah. But then I thought about it again. I was like, but wouldn't that make the bitch larger? Wouldn't you think that would be larger?
Well, the scar heals a little bit, too. I still have...
My shit ain't healed at all.
If you look in the right... It's still right there. I still have... From an iron... I reached... Oh, my mom had just finished... Like, we were getting ready to go to school and work, and she had just finished ironing, like, her work blouse. And I reached over for something, some toothpaste or some shit. I don't give a shit. And fucking... it's hard to see depending on how light I may be, but it is right there. It's still a scar from that iron
I got the whole
that
shit.
I'll
I'll
never not have.
shit on my leg. It is not even close. That shit.
But that was an accident. That wasn't wilding out. Like I'm talking. Like I remember, and we're not even talking about this, but you know some other wild shit. I've been in rooms with the adults that were in my life of various ages, and these were smoke-filled fucking rooms because everybody was smoking cigarettes in the house. They were smoking cigarettes all the fuck over the place, and it wasn't really until the 90s that they stopped smoking cigarettes in the house.
That wasn't a thing for my family. We didn't smoke because of the witness thing, so it wasn't something that was regular.
And my grandmother used to smoke a pipe in the house all the time.
I'm not worried about it. That's true. They do dig scars, man.
Yes.
That is very true. Chicks do dig scars because they want to know where it came from. They want to know the story behind it. Like, what happened to you?
And if they're looking at that scar, they already fuck with
some
shit's already gone right.
Did I tell you? I don't know if I told you on the podcast. I had a chick that told me that shit. By the way, a lot of shit goes right. Take it easy, bitch. But I had a chick on the podcast. I had a chick in real life.
I thought it went left.
Relax. It does. I had a chick in real life that fucking was like, she was like, oh my God, I'm so turned on by deformities.
That's a thing.
Bro, my eyes in that moment.
That's a thing.
She was already talking about black dudes in general. I'm like, oh, word. And then she said that, and I was like, what? I have never in my life heard this be a thing. Only in California. No,
it's a real thing.
I believe it. But I had never in my life actually heard this shit. Justin, what up? Never in my fucking life I had actually heard this shit. Caught me off guard, to be honest with you. But I was like, you know, I'm down. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'll take it. I will take it. But it did throw me the fuck off. But I was turned on, kinda. I was scared at the same time. I was actually a little shook. I was like, what? Huh? You said what? She said, it just turned me on to see somebody that's like imperfect, you know, with the deformity. I was like, what up, bro? Yeah, it threw me the fuck off. But I was like, if that's your thing, I mean, you ain't even know. I got another deformity, okay? And it's different.
It's mental. Yeah, we know. We know. We're well aware. We're well aware.
What's the next topic, man? You got a million topics. What you
got?
No,
I mean, we can stay on this one if you have any more fucking adults losing their fucking mind around you as a child.
Yeah, one thing happened. I remember this, and I'll say this to the death of me. My uncle was on one of our podcasts recently. It was our last podcast. Mm-hmm. That particular uncle, allegedly, that particular uncle took me and two of my cousins and trapped us in a closet and pushed a giant dresser in front of it.
He what?
Pushed a giant dresser.
No, before that, he
trapped us in a closet.
Trapped in the closet?
Pushed a giant dresser in front of it. And fucking left. He was joking,
hey,
right?
Babysitters are expensive.
But he was high. He got high.
And forgot you were in there?
He forgot we were in the fucking closet. We were sweating in this goddamn closet. Allegedly. Sweating in this goddamn closet.
The fucking statute of limitations is up, nigga.
This nigga locked us in a closet. Yo, we was so mad. Like, yo, what the fuck? I remember, it felt like we was in there for like 10 years. It was so fucking hot. My cousin had a... Shouts to Monet. She about to have a kid. Yo, shouts to Mo. She had a...
She's still in the closet? She about to have a kid?
Hold on. Wait. She had a fucking curl that came down the front of her hair. Her mom it did, right?
Yep, I remember. Yep.
This
80s,
bitch
90s,
said, that shit just... By the time we got out this shit, it was planted to her face like this, dog. Yo, that was the wildest shit ever. Like, when our parents got back, the amount of hell this man went through because of that fuck up.
How did you get out of the closet?
He let us out.
Oh,
or they let us out. I don't remember who let us out. Honestly, I think we fell asleep. We was so like lack of oxygen.
I was gonna say oxygen deprived is what you were. You were unconscious, nigga. That's a sleep, but that's not a sleep.
That shit was brutal.
That's sleep, but not sleep.
No, we was like, oh my god, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get this closet door open. Some motherfucker, dog. We pushed this shit. Oh my god, this shit is terrible.
Could you move the dresser at all?
This shit was
like it wasn't even like wobbling or anything.
Okay, so it would be like the equivalent of this washer beside us, right? if you put this shit in front of, say, that door, and you lock kids inside of it.
Yeah, they're not getting out.
First off, as an adult, it's gonna be tough. The only way I'm
yeah.
getting through that if you put this bottom heavy shit in front of the door is if I bust through the top.
You gotta put all your effort in.
And it's gonna have to be the top. I'm gonna have to bust through that motherfucker, right? You can't do that as no fucking kid.
Yeah.
You can't bust through that shit. So we sitting in there just, oh God, it was dark. It was 3 of us. Man, that shit was fucking horrible.
So yeah, wild times.
That was they trying to kill me for my story? Is that what's happening?
That's your uncle. He's protecting the family crest.
Don't do that. He'll come for your ass. All right? You heard it. You heard it here first. That motherfucker on your ass. Don't play.
The family shield. He's protecting the family shield.
But nah, for real, that shit was crazy. That's the one that I remember as a kid for real. Where I'm like, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, that's one of the craziest things you could do. Like, I would never put a kid in a fucking closet.
He was high.
He was high after. He just forgot because he was high. He put us in there before he was high, allegedly. I think statute of limitations is up too, but allegedly, nonetheless. I was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? You a crazy son of a bitch.
Most statutes of limitation are about, I thought it was 7, but unless it's murder, then yeah.
Murder's forever.
I think even attempted murder is only like maybe 10,
I thought murder was forever. I thought that was
murder is forever.
Okay, yeah.
Everything else, I think even attempted is not forever. I think attempted is longer than everything else. But
bro, we was in the closet for 11 years. That shit was horrible.
That explains a lot. I'm learning more and more about you on this podcast. You're oxygen deprived for hours in that closet. That explains a whole lot.
Fuck you, bro.
That explains a whole lot. I'm learning a lot more.
I'm not talking your stupid
That
ass
explains
anymore.
that everything's coming to light now.
Where can they find us, bro?
Everything's coming to light. Everything's coming to light. What did we say? 1,000 of these words? Is that about an hour or so? What did we say that was?
1,000 is.
It didn't feel like an hour.
No, that's not an hour. That's like 40 minutes, maybe less.
Everything's coming to light. I'm learning so much more about you.
I mean, listen. Sometimes you go through some rough shit in your life. That was one of those moments. I got another experience that wasn't exactly that wild shit, but I got caught up. Tell me of a time when you got caught up by your parents, when like a time when you just fucked up as a kid. You knew you weren't supposed to do some shit, but you did it anyway, and you got caught. I'll go first.
Okay.
Can we switch it up and pick on Brent? Always. We should always pick on Brent. I agree, Maddie.
I'm gonna kick you in your hernia, Matt. What?
Wow.
What?
Disrespectful.
What's your time you got caught?
The time I got caught. This was fucked up too. I came home from school. My mom had told me she might not be home when I get there. Right? We live in an apartment complex. You go into the building. You can sit up by the door, and you can chill or whatever. Right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay. My friends were getting off the bus. They like, yo, we gonna play ball right over here at the little spot. But you know, you gotta be home. Like, yeah, I gotta wait for my mom's showing me to get kidnapped and shit.
Yeah, which almost happened.
In broad daylight. That did almost happen. But that was when we was in the hood. We was in Virginia Beach at this point. This shit was not gonna happen.
Oh, okay.
It did almost get shot in Virginia Beach, but that was different. Oh. They thought we was somebody else. It was me and Monet again. Shout out to Mo twice.
Remember, Virginia's for lovers, folks.
Don't do that shit. Stop playing with me. So, fucking, I was sitting in this hallway for like 20 minutes. And I'm like, man, my boy's over there balling. I'm over here with my damn books sitting in the hallway. Can't even get inside. I'm like, fuck. You know, I'm going to go ball. I'm going to go over here and ball. So I go across. It's only this little way. You know what I'm saying? You got to go from this side over here all the way over there. But my legs weren't large. They were small legs.
Right.
I was like,
one of them.
Yours too, bitch. My one bad leg is still taller than you. I don't give a fuck. Suck my dick.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
That's right.
It's right there. It's right. I'm still 6 feet. And how tall are you again?
It's too easy.
How tall are you again?
I'm the perfect sexual height. I'm 5'6" is the perfect sexual height. I think I've established this over the years. I think we've established this over the years.
Perfect sexual height, my ass.
Established this over the years.
Yeah.
You tall motherfuckers.
You can't get them there.
You tall motherfuckers die at 50. Okay, listen.
I don't mind dying at 50. That's a good solid age. I'm good with that. I'll stop right there. That's long enough.
You tall motherfuckers go out with DMX and them.
Wow. This motherfucker is wow. I'm gonna skip all of that.
And you a rapper too? Oh yeah, I'm taking all this in like.
I'm selling this shit to somebody outside. I'm gonna just put it outside right when I know. Anyway. So I go over there with ball and I'm hooping. Ooh, get off me. Ooh, swish. Ooh,
probably the best game of your life at that point too.
Balling.
Probably the best game of your life up to that
I'm Michael
point.
Jordan over there. I'm tongue out, dunking on him. Bow. So, bad news. But, all good. So, shouts to Jay anyway. Yo, so, I'm running back. I look, and I see my mom's car turning into the neighborhood.
You ain't gonna make it.
Brent, I'm hauling ass.
You ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it.
But I limp, Brent. I
limp.
limp.
You ain't gonna make it.
I gotta get there.
And she probably already saw you. If you saw her car, she probably already saw you.
She didn't see me at that point. I gotta get there. I got. And they parked right in front of the house. So I had to go around a long way, which made it worse. If they had parked on the other side, and I got to go to the short route, I would have beat her. I would have got there. I know I would have got there. But I had to go the long way, Brent. She was with my aunt. This is all alleged too, by the way. She was with my aunt. Man, I came up this fucking dog. I came around this fucking corner, and I knew I was defeated. Like, I knew they beat me. I saw the door. I heard it. I think she saw me outside. I feel like we made eye contact. And she was like, and I was like,
It was already over.
my heart was beating out my fucking chest.
Yeah.
And yo, when I tell you I went up these stairs, and my aunt's standing right there, and they holding groceries, and my mom put them fucking groceries down, and she looked at me, and she said, "Didn't I tell you?" And you already know it's bad when she hit you with the "did not tell you." Mm-hmm. Didn't I tell you to wait right here? This is all alleged again. I said, "Yes, ma'am, but I've been waiting for no, not with you. How long you been waiting? Didn't I tell you to wait right here?" Allegedly, and I say, "Yes, ma'am," but I'm already basically crying because I knew what was going down.
Yeah.
Man, when I tell you this motherfucker slapped 3 years off my life in 2 seconds, the slap she gave me in that moment, she never even slapped me. She was a spanker, but she ain't slapped me, right? This motherfucker hit me so hard, dog.
How hard was it?
Hard enough that I limp now. I had 2 good legs prior. That's how hard she hit me. I just remember being like, and then
it's like one of those slap competitions.
Bro, it was worse because a lot of them motherfuckers can't slap. We watched the slap competition; they couldn't slap.
Yeah.
No, she could slap. She slapped the fuck out of me, dog. And I was like 6 or 7, and I was tired from running, and I just played basketball, so I was gassed. Then she slapped the shit out of me allegedly, and my aunt was standing there. She's like, "Oh my god,
you slapped that baby!
Don't slap that baby! Why are you going so hard on it?" I told him to stay right. Like, she was snapping. I'm just like, "Oh, my life! I got a concussion." Allegedly,
You probably did have a concussion.
I honestly probably did. But she slapped the fuck out of me. Like, I was done. But that shit was terrible. I was like, I'm never going outside again. I don't even want to go no more. I don't even want to play basketball. Fuck it. I quit being a kid because that shit was brutal. And all I did was play basketball. And I'm fine. But now I'm not fine because of you. It wasn't because of stranger danger. It was the home front, allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
None of that actually happened. I made that story up.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, Ma.
Sure you did.
It was fucking terrible.
Sure you did.
It was fucking terrible. So you have anything like that where you fucked up and you went outside the box and went somewhere you shouldn't have been and da-da-da-da-da-da?
Yeah, mine came a little bit later. Well, the one I'm thinking of came a little bit later. Overall, I was a relatively good kid.
Allegedly.
Like my big thing was I was too lazy to clean my room and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I was a relatively good kid.
What about homework and shit?
For the most part. Up until junior high, homework was easy. I did that shit. Like, I breezed through that shit. Like,
up until junior high? So up until middle school?
Mostly long before
Okay, so I'm not talking about early.
Puberty happened and all that shit changed.
Yeah, I feel like that's the norm.
So, and this story takes place after puberty, actually. So, the internet, we have the internet now, I mean, we've had it for a couple years at this point, but we have it now, it's a little bit more accessible than it was in 93.
I will, Maddie.
And my mother's alcoholism had taken a different course now. She was a little bit more, she was deeper into the bottle. Mm-hmm. And alcoholic parents do come with their funny moments and you taking advantage and testing the limits and all this other shit. Uh-huh. So, like, I'd done different things. Like, I'd driven to the store, like, at, 12 or 13 years old.
You had driven to the store?
Driven to the store.
Like, they told you to drive to the store?
No,
Or you took
I
the car?
drove to she was passed out, and we were low on food, and I grabbed some money and drove to the store, because I was like, I'm not walking to and from the store with all these bags of shit.
How tall were you at 12?
Tall enough to reach the pedals and see over the shit.
How?
Like, I'm not...
You're barely tall enough to reach over the
I didn't
wheel now.
grow that. I think I did grow, actually. So I was probably maybe about 5
This nigga
feet.
lying.
I was probably about 5 feet at that point.
He fucking lying. He was sitting on phone books.
I wasn't. It was a little Dodge Neon. Like, you didn't have to be that tall to see over the fucking steering wheel.
You didn't say it was a Neon. I didn't know that.
It was
Okay,
a
all right,
95
all right.
Dodge Neon.
Fair,
You didn't have to be
fair,
that
fair,
fucking
fair,
tall.
Okay.
So this one takes place.
I see your ass with the phone books on your feet.
No, I can reach the pedals. So
Matt, what up?
Now I had to pull the seat all the way up, but I can reach the pedals.
We got to stop and shout out to Crowder. We got another Matt in the building. He's so
Hold on,
lying.
Matt.
Your Matt is saying you're lying. My Matt, what up, Matt?
Matt, fuck you, Matt. There's
His Matt, not my Matt.
maybe both of them. I don't
Pause,
know. I don't
pause,
know the other one yet.
pause on both.
So
Vernon, no, not right now.
So the internet comes about. Puberty hits as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm discovering the early sections of internet porn.
He's still calling BS, by the way.
I'm discovering the early we just passed the AOL homepage days.
Dial-up era, yeah.
we just so
Where did you hide your porn at that time?
so I had a like headboard thing that had like
Oh, so you still have magazines?
that had a compartment and
How
had
did you get magazines?
and had a little thing.
Wait,
underneath the thing.
pause. How did you get magazines?
I found a magazine walking home one day.
Lucky fucking kid.
Yeah, because I mean, there's liquor stores all over the place. So somebody just dropped a magazine or something like that. I found a magazine one day, and the rest I got offline.
Oh, okay.
Now here's the problem. This was in like the late '90s.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a whole lot of ink.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you printed this
printing
shit.
a whole lot of pictures and
bugging.
stories.
Oh my god.
Little 1 minute, very blurry.
I would have died.
Digital clips.
I'd have murdered. For facts. My shit.
Alcoholic mother.
Oh,
a whole lot of shit. A whole lot of shit
Slide.
went past. A whole lot of shit
okay.
didn't get seen.
Well, I was Batman.
And the computer, and I was the one that used the computer the most.
Me too.
So if we ran out of ink, I just did reports or whatever. Like just ran out of ink because.
Well, you would run out of colored ink, and you still had the black.
Colored ink? What the fuck is color ink? This is 1997. What the fuck?
That's
Color
like
ink?
You're older than me.
Color ink.
You got me by a little bit. It's fair.
I'm black living in an apartment in Lawndale in 1997 or 8. What the fuck is color ink?
Fair enough. I was in Virginia Beach.
Juice? What the fuck is juice?
Nigga, what the fuck is
Nigga,
juice?
give me some
Nigga,
grape
give me some
drink. So
You bet what up.
So,
You bet.
so alcoholic mother, horny tweener, maybe 13. I may have been 13. It may have actually been 13.
That's funny.
12 or 13.
Uh-huh.
I snagged my mother's bank card.
Oh shit!
And
you trying to get your ass
I
murdered.
order
I would have died.
videotapes.
Porn videotapes?
Porn videotapes.
Whoa! You got some balls on you.
3 of them.
Holy shit! How much was that back then?
A lesbian tape, an anal tape, and a regular tape.
What's regular? Missionary?
Just regular vanilla ass porn.
Wow. You got some balls on you, buddy.
Alcoholic mother, she didn't know this shit, and also she had taken to ordering a whole bunch of shit from the Home Shopping Network.
Is it weird to say lucky you?
Here's the thing: she'd taken to ordering a whole bunch of shit from the Home Shopping Network, so we had boxes in there all the time, and like sometimes she would, she sent some of the shit back.
So you
but
were
like,
just keeping an eye with like when your shit would come.
Yeah. So like it wasn't unnatural for us to get boxes and stuff around that time.
How
Here's where it all went wrong.
That one day at band camp.
So I go to my best friend from junior high's birthday party at the time, Kieran Hale. Shouts out to DJ Disc Pistol, Kieran Hale.
Pause.
Go to his birthday party, and I think this was the year that he had like Spider-Man. One of us gave him Spider-Man stringer things around the shit. And we were playing video. Like we had a whole ritual.
I only had one though. I should have had 2.
We had a whole I thought they came with 2.
No, they came with 1, and then I think another.
Oh, you had to buy that.
I think you had a second reload.
But we had a whole ritual with his birthday. And we did it for a couple years. We played video games. We dick around at his house or whatever the fuck, and like eat pizza and all this other shit. It was great. It was fucking great junior high experience. And
you thought you were the Ninja Turtles.
And so my mom comes to pick me up. And the first words out of her mouth are, "Package came for you while you were at Kira's house."
Oh shit! Did you have a heart attack?
I was like, "Oh no!"
Oh my god! Y'all would have died. I would have hopped out the car. I'd have ran back inside. Fucking hopped out.
And she says to me,
"Oh no!"
Mind you. Unfortunately, she was lucid as fuck. She was wide awake and sober.
Shit.
And she says to me,
"Oh my goodness!"
And I opened it.
I'm scared right now.
And by the way, of course she opened it because she always opened anything that came. It didn't matter what the fuck it was. It didn't matter if we got literal. You can see it's a birthday card for me that came around my birthday. You ain't got no mail in this house. It's my house.
That's fair.
Nah. She opened everything.
How did that work back in the day though? Like, did you have to put in your information the same way like we do now?
Basically.
Okay. All right.
Basically.
I'm curious because I don't remember. I didn't order anything back then.
So, yeah. And actually, it may have just been easier. It may have just been typing in the card number. Like, not even any passwords or anything like that. I opened it. I was like, oh? She's like, yeah. They're in my room. If you want them, all you have to do is come and ask me for them.
That's not as bad as I thought you were gonna say.
Isn't
Maybe it gets worse.
Hey, Mom, I want to jack off. Can I borrow the lesbian tape I ordered on your bank card without your knowledge? Is what she was looking for me to do. She's like, I'm not going to send them back. They're going to be in my room. I'm not going to tell you where I hid them. All you have, if you want them, just ask me for them.
I think that's a great punishment.
How the fuck? Now, mind you, again, alcoholic mother. I just snuck in there when she was either passed out or
you figured out where they were.
Of course, I left blank tapes in the motherfucker. She didn't know that I had taken them, or maybe she did. Maybe she heard them through the wall. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But in that moment, it was like, oh shit.
No, I would have
Kids today don't understand how. It's right here. All you gotta do is right here. Just parental blocks. My ass. It's right fucking here.
You know what I did?
But we didn't have it that easy.
I was a genius. I had a floppy disk first off. But before the floppy, I used to go to the sites. Remember, because on sites like 8th Street Latinas, shit like that back in the day. This is like one of those sites that was like at that time. It was the same time as like Bang Bros and all this shit.
Okay. So because again you're a couple years behind me. So it's a little bit later in the process. You actually got videos that looked like real videos.
Yeah. No, they were real videos,
and they were longer than like 30-second clips because you couldn't handle it.
They were 30-second clips, but they would have the still shots showing the clip before. It'd be like 16 stills showing what happens in this video.
Oh.
So my ass, as a teenager, would go into Paint, because I was a fucking genius. I would go into Paint, and I would copy, and I would
print
paste.
screen, and
man, I had a whole slide full of shots of my favorite shit all the way across. I was like Picasso in this motherfucker. Like, I would balance them. I'd be like, no, this one's too big, and this one's too small. And I'd be like, okay. Get this one's got to be the same size. Okay, now we got to get 3 more to fill this up. Then I would take that bitch and I save it under Paint, under Untitled, under this folder, under that folder. I had like 17 fucking decryptions.
The fucking abyss of folders,
bro. The Infinity Gauntlet of folders. I was the slickest motherfucker on the planet.
Click, click,
I never got caught, man.
Click,
never fucking got caught. I killed. If that computer is around somewhere, wherever the fuck it is, that file is still there. If you click double space, tab, delete, open. Yo, I was killing them previews, man. I swear to God, that shit was crazy. And then my stepdad, drunk, he was an alcoholic. Motherfucker would leave shit around all the time. And my uncle, high, would leave shit all the time. So he leaves something in the VCR. I go to press on. I'm like, the fuck is this? Oh shit!
Yeah.
I've never seen this before.
Yeah.
What are those 2 ladies doing?
Yeah.
Wow. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with my stepdad. He would hide shit in places. After a while, you just get smarter than your parents. And it's just like, I know where you put shit.
Right.
I know what your go-tos are.
The same way they knew where you put shit,
Precisely.
You knew where they put shit.
But then I was so clever that they had no idea where I put shit. Because I was just too good at shit. Like, honestly, I'm one of the most, like, I can hide shit if I want to.
Yeah,
you can't find it.
Yeah, my dad.
I was good at it.
My dad had some magazines. He was a Black Tail man. The magazine Black Tail at the time.
Yeah.
I think now at this point the most famous part about it was that Blue Cantrell apparently did a spread for Black. Yeah, before she got famous.
I never heard Blue.
She apparently did a spread for them. But yeah, you back in the day, especially with like the computer shit. Yeah. You could kind of get away with some of that shit. I know when I was young, I kind of got lucky. I discovered erotic stories. So
TVMA was my shit.
So it wasn't so you know I would do so like maybe she'd find some shit, but at first glance it's words.
It's light, yeah.
It's words. It's not. It's not pictures. You know what I'm saying?
You get off to the words.
To the story that was being told.
I used to read it. Like that was the only shit that used to keep me interested, but not for real. Like I was the guy that would look at the guide in the middle of the day, and I would be like, "What's TVMA? Okay, 11:30 to 12:30. How I'm gonna do this? Because I ain't got this shit in my room."
See, I didn't have cable. I didn't have that option.
It's a couple years later. That's the thing. A couple years later, right? So I'm like, fuck. I remember my mom running down on me one night, though. I almost got caught. I was this close. I think I was watching Monsters Ball, Halle Berry.
Okay.
I knew exactly when their scene would come on. It was like literally halfway through the movie, almost exactly. An hour and like 2 minutes or some shit. I just remember being like, I was nervous as shit. I thought I was good because I'd done it a million times. I'm like, she gonna come down here, like,
yeah.
Motherfucker, she called me or something, like from upstairs. Hey, Trey, because when we got the big house. Hey, Trey. I was like, yeah, what's up? What you doing downstairs? I told you to come upstairs. Man, I was like,
Last Feud.
I turned to wrestling so quick.
Last channel.
Then I turned to Cartoon Network because it was 18 and 17 for us. Cartoon Network was 17, 18 was
last
USA.
channel and then channel down.
Exactly.
So that if she did hit last channel, it would get to the.
That's why it used to work for me because I had Cartoon Network and then I had wrestling. So it would be like, yeah, I was watching wrestling, Mom. Man, I pressed them buttons so fucking fast. I was so scared. She came downstairs and got in my face like, if you ever, and I mean ever. Man, my mom was theatrical like a motherfucker. I used to be scared as shit.
I think the only thing that saved me from that video thing was that she was relieved that it wasn't gay porn. I think she was just, oh, he's straight, thank God.
My mom actually said that to me, not exactly like that, but she said it to me like...
Now, mind you, I'd always been interested in girls.
Right.
But I think just seeing that double confirmed...
For her, it was second grade, this girl named Amanda Steinaway. She says to me all the time, she was like, I knew the moment you said Amanda Steinaway. She'll say, my mom forgets shit all the time these days. But that fucking name, to this day, she'll just say it, and I'll be like, I ain't thought of Amanda Stein. I need to look Amanda Steinaway up. I don't even know.
It's probably not Steinaway anymore, but maybe.
That's true. That's valid.
But shit, maybe. Who knows?
Isn't that fucked up with women? You can't remember. You can't find them. I don't even know what your name is anymore.
I mean, I've gotten relatively lucky with that. With different friends, you just kind of find different... Actually, as we're recording this, it's my 8th grade... It's my 8th grade crush's birthday today, as we're recording this.
Will you say her name?
Lauren Edwards.
Oh, Lauren. Shouts to you. Happy birthday. 8th
grade crush's birthday. It turns out it never would have worked out because she liked the thug asshole motherfuckers.
That's you.
I'm not a thug asshole.
You're a thug, bro.
I'm not a thug asshole.
You a thug,
I'm an asshole.
Nah,
I'm not a thug.
I seen the shit you do. I seen the work you put in, bro.
I'm in no way.
Don't discount yourself.
Out in these streets.
I seen the work you put in.
I mean, I've done a little wet work. You know what I'm saying?
Here.
I've got a couple teardrop tattoos. Hit is concealed here, but you know what I'm saying.
I think Brent's a thug. I don't give a fuck what they say.
I'm a G. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I put my work in these streets.
Facts.
I got that thing on me.
Facts.
All times.
Get the strap. No, he got it. He got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, your cable story reminds me of this other one. Oh my God, I don't think I've ever told this story to anybody.
I don't
think I've ever told this story to anybody.
I don't think I never said the last story.
I was staying with You did. You said it on the podcast.
Did I say it
on the podcast?
Oh shit!
I was living with my cousins, and
she have a height requirement. He said, Maddie.
I don't know if she has a height requirement. I don't know. If she does, again. The problem is, The problem is getting into the bedroom. Once I get into the bedroom, women know what the fuck is actually happening, but they have all this other stupid horseshit bullshit in the way that keeps them away from good dick.
Allegedly.
Great dick.
Allegedly twice.
Well, facts. Statute of limitation will always be up on that one.
Pause.
I've never told this story before, but I was living with my cousins.
Mm.
They were out of the house, and I was, 15, I think. And I didn't have cable in my room. Grade shit, etc., etc. I probably wasn't supposed to watch TV or some shit. I don't remember. I ended up going into my cousin's room and watching his cable. And I don't know why I watched his cable in there. There was cable downstairs. I don't know why I watched his cable in there.
Because you was being a kinky bastard.
I don't know what the fuck headspace I was in other than fucking horny.
Mm-hmm.
And
kinky.
I fucking watched a couple, at least it was more than one, different porn movies on his auto, because it was too easy. It was too easy for me to get it. It was entirely too. It was just you just press play on the shit and it popped up. Like it wasn't a code. It wasn't. You had to purchase it. I mean, you did purchase it, but it was like you were in a hotel and you just press play and it was just there. And so I was watching. I don't even know if it was the movies I was watching or just the amount of time I was watching it.
Yeah.
But it was still the pay-per-view fucking porn channel.
I think I ordered one too.
And
no, I'm thinking back.
When that cable bill came in a couple weeks later, a week or two later.
They whip your cousin ass?
No, it was definitely a discussion between my cousins and me. And it wasn't even a discussion. It was really just a, what the fuck were you doing? Like, did you not think I would see this shit? And I was like, it was one of those teenage moments that I don't think people realize this about teenagers. Teenagers don't fucking think a lot of the times. Mm-hmm. So when you're asking them what were you thinking and they say, I don't know, that's really the truth.
It was just reaction.
A lot of times it really is the fucking truth. Our frontal cortexes are not developed well when we're teenagers. So really, when I was saying, I don't fucking know, I just sat and watched it and enjoyed watching it. I don't even know if I jacked off. I think I just sat there and watched the shit.
That was the way.
I don't even know if I was jacking off. I think I was just watching because it was just porn and it was there and it was in my face and it was easy. I had access to it. I think I had the computer in the room at the time, so I was probably downloading shit off LimeWire or whatever the fuck was popular at the time. May have been Kazaa even. But it was clear, I don't even know if it was HD yet at the time, porn.
No way.
And I was just fucking watching it, and I'm like, I was just sitting there watching the porn, and not even thinking about the fact that it was gonna come up on a fucking cable bill. I don't even think I was working at the time, at a part-time job to even like pay the shit off or something like that. Pay. I don't even know it was just stupid teenage shit. It was just too easy for me to get it. And I just and there was no malice in my heart. It wasn't even necessarily lust in my dick. I was just sitting there, I don't even know what it was. But yeah, a week or two later when that cable bill came up, it was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, honestly, I don't know. I say something. Don't you have an answer? I was like, I don't actually. I don't.
I'm not even gonna begin to lie to you. I think I did that same thing, but again, I was very meticulous. So I think I did it to my stepdad. And I think I found out the password because they had a password. Pretty sure I found out the password. And at some point, I had my friends over on like some sleepover shit, and it was like, "Yo, we ordering this shit tonight. It's going down in here." Fucking ordered this shit. Like, I just remember cable bill came and I never heard a fucking peep. Because I was so smart, what I ordered was something that he would order. So my mom probably in her head was like, this dirty motherfucker. And then he was probably thinking, yeah, I probably did order that. Because he be drinking, right? So in my head, I'm like, victimless crime. Like, I did this shit. Like, I was very, very smart to be young. Like, I was that guy. Only thing that used to catch me up was VHSs with them fucking lines in the tape. I didn't anticipate that. I didn't know that if you kept going to the same spot over and over again and then rewinding it, then fast forwarding it, then rewinding it in that same spot, eventually in that spot you start to have these lines that look like our fucking audio right now. And in the video picture you like, shit, how they know?
And you gotta adjust the tracking and shit.
Right, right. That I didn't know about.
Yeah,
but everything else I was on point with. But I'm pretty sure I did actually order one of those at some point. I had the balls to fucking do it. It was dangerous. It was fucking dangerous. Dangerous fucking thing. I'm yawning and shit. Ooh.
Yeah, no, that puberty was a dangerous fucking game back in the day. These motherfuckers, I'm telling you, these kids don't understand how fucking easy they have it.
No.
With the fucking Snapchat, it's all right the fuck here.
You know how many people request me and send porn shit? Unintentionally, I don't even know these motherfuckers. It'd be some random porn bots. Do you understand as a kid what I would have done with that?
Yeah.
These motherfuckers be like, "Oh hey baby, how old are you?" On Snapchat, mind you. They'll send whole videos. I'm about to get in the shower. Would you like what you see?
Would you have fallen for the broken English?
You fucking right. Back then, are you kidding me? Come on, man. When we came up, dog, I would have fallen for anything. If you was close to titties out, I was done. What?
I don't know that I would have fallen for the broken English.
It was a wrap.
I don't know that I would have fallen for the broken English.
I dated a Ukrainian girl for like 5 years, bro. I fell for it as an adult.
But also, you're talking to the same guy who, again, went into his cousin's bedroom and watched hours of porn for really no reason. Like, again, I don't even think I jacked off to it. I may have. There's a 50% chance. I don't even fucking remember.
You're a fucking sicko.
I just fucking remember
judgment.
I remember doing it and not really knowing why the fuck I did it.
Judgment.
Before, during, or after. I don't remember why.
This is my time. This is my time. 1989. Give me a second. Okay, you can talk again.
It's gone. Pause on 1989.
But don't do that. Don't pause on us.
Man, yeah. That's some wild shit.
Listen. Do you have any fuck yous?
That's some wild shit.
That's some wild shit.
Do I have any fuck yous? Yes, I do. I have a fuck you.
What's that? Damn, you had to stretch for it. Hope this isn't as bad as last week's. Last week's was trash.
I don't understand.
Okay.
Or I do understand. I think I understand. It still doesn't excuse it. These app updates that update a perfectly functioning app just to break it. Like, why are you breaking it? The prime example of this is HBO Max. Recently, HBO Max did an update to their app. And on the PS4 that I have at my house, if I do anything, if I start watching something and decide to do anything to it, pause, rewind, fast forward, or even sometimes even back out, hit the circle square and back out of what the fuck I'm watching, the whole fucking app collapses. It freezes, if it even acknowledges the command at all. Sometimes it doesn't even acknowledge the command. Sometimes it just keeps on playing and acts like I haven't done shit.
I've had a little of that.
Now, a couple of weeks ago, it was working fine. And I was even going around talking about how HBO Max was probably the best streaming service out there.
I said that too.
I fucking hated Peacock for this very reason. Because Peacock's rewind function, back out function, pause function, fast forward function fucking sucks. You can't fucking, it breaks the fucking app. So then HBO Max does this, and it breaks the fucking app. And I'm thinking, it can't just be for me. So I go on Twitter, and sure as shit, it's for a whole lot of people on a whole bunch of different devices, including PS5. Now, they did this update, and I don't know why the fuck they did this update. Maybe they did this update because they were trying to initiate their new tier system that they wanted to implement, because they really want to implement the stupid tier system that they're doing. Maybe they're actually going to do it, and they probably actually are going to do it or whatever. Fine.
Define tier system.
That's different.
What is that?
You get different things if you pay more money for different things.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up, but okay, fine. You can do that without breaking the fucking system, but somebody went in and broke the fucking system. And I don't understand why these companies do this. And when people went on fucking Twitter and told them about it, they're like, I'm sorry about this. Da, 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 da.
Of course.
Except they don't just fix the fix the problem.
Yeah,
you know
just
how you
take it
fix
back.
the problem? You go back to the previous version that I'm sure you still have on file because you're a multi-million-dollar fucking company, and you fix the fucking shit.
You can never go back.
Peacock had that same fucking problem, and that's why I fucking hate Peacock. Because you can't fucking watch the shit like that. And this is not just HBO Max. This is other apps as well that do this shit, that break their fucking system for some goddamn reason. And it doesn't make any sense. Listen, you had something that worked. It wasn't broken. Why are you trying to fix it? Because somebody in the office has to justify their fucking job.
That's true.
Somebody in the office has a supervisor that is saying, well, we're making budget cuts. What are you doing today, Johnson? Or somebody's like, well, I got to make a move, so I got to make this app update, whatever. Something. You feel like you have to do something. Well, here's the thing.
It's all facts.
If you feel like you have to do something, just pretend like you're doing something. You don't actually have to do it. Just make another update that doesn't actually change fucking anything.
Like NBA 2K.
Like any of the 2Ks. Honestly, I've had office jobs. And I've done busy work that made it look like I was doing something that I really didn't do. Or made it seem like I was doing something that I'd already done hours ago.
Yep.
I know how that system fucking works. Just fucking do that. And then when you get these complaints, just fucking fix it.
Put it back.
Just fucking fix it.
Put it back.
Just fucking put it back. Just fucking put it back.
Put it back. Netflix is famous for that too, but not Netflix. Facebook is famous for that, by the way.
Oh my God, Facebook.
They're the most infamous, I think.
Fucking Facebook. So I don't use the Facebook app on my phone.
Oh shit!
Super Friends?
What?
That's wild.
What?
I didn't see that. That's
You
wild.
you gonna take your fuck you back?
That's wild.
Are you gonna take your fuck you back?
It probably doesn't play properly is the fucking problem.
I'm adding it right now to my
The fucking problem is it probably doesn't play right.
Oh shit!
So,
How many seasons?
10
fucking
at least.
seasons.
Keep scrolling. It might be more. Just 10.
Oh wow!
So, that's the fucking problem. Facebook. I don't use the Facebook app on my phone. I use the Facebook. I use the mobile browser version of Facebook, and it worked fine. There was no problem with it. The reason why I don't use the app is because I have too many different profiles, and if you use the app, it automatically
cheater.
It automatically connects to different
You're
shit.
a cheater.
I got a burner porn account. I got a burner nasty account on there, and I don't need to be posting shit to the wrong shit.
You don't want to be judged?
Well, listen. Not everybody needs to know every fucking thing.
Why not?
So,
we do a podcast.
True.
By the way, this was the show that made me hate cartoons. This is when I knew I was old.
Yeah, I hate that animation
Worst show I
style.
ever saw in my life.
Animation style is
Worst
trash.
and the idiocy within it. Ed and Eddie, by the way. Worst shit ever.
So, Facebook's mobile app or mobile browser version is fucking unusable. You can't. Even so much as making a comment on the shit is fucking broken. If you so much as if you scroll too far, it just resets the whole fucking page. It doesn't do anything right. Because they had an update that somebody somewhere decided, best beware of my crew, decided that they were gonna fucking justify some shit, justify their fucking job by making a pointless fucking update that fucks the whole shit up. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. Stop doing that.
Facts.
Stop doing that. And while we're on the subject of these different fucking stupid updates, the other day, before I went back to the gym, shut the fuck up, I decided I was gonna go to Supermex to order me some tacos and taquitos.
You definitely did that after you went back to the gym.
No, I didn't. I went back to the gym today. So what I like about you is actually a halfway decent show, actually. With Amanda Bynes before she went crazy and Jenny Garth. Fucking Supermex, their mobile menu, I was like, I'll order something and go pick it up on the way home. Mm-hmm. Go to their online menu, and it doesn't have their whole fucking menu on there.
What was it missing?
A whole lot of their combinations, including the one I fucking wanted. I don't understand this shit. We're shortening it. Just put a fucking PDF. What the fuck?
They did shorten a lot of menus. Yeah.
Whose fucking idea was this to not offer all the shit that you offer on the shit online so we can see the shit, so we can order the shit that we actually want? Either take it off the menu, or if it's still on the fucking menu, what is this stupid update? Whose job are you trying to fucking justify? And how did you justify it? By fucking the shit up.
They did it at Red Lobster too, by the way.
How do you... Listen. I get the bureaucratic process of working at a fucking job. I do. I really do, which is why I don't work in a fucking office anymore. But stop. Fucking stop.
Just stop.
And when it's clear that you fuck up, go back.
That way.
Go back.
As the Migos would say, that way.
Go the fuck back. I know that you have the same version from before, because you just changed it. You didn't delete the shit that fast. Go the fuck back. You fucking idiots.
That's fair. That's all fair. I'm not really mad at anything you said there.
What's your fucking?
Oh, man. I think my fuck you goes out to the people that don't actually listen to our podcast. Because they can't defend themselves, first off. But secondly, because you're missing some good-ass content. This was a solid episode that came out of the blue. I really enjoyed flipping through the different sites over here, too, and interacting with people on multiple sites. So I feel like we hit more people in what I just did than probably we have at any point.
Possibly. We also didn't advertise we were doing this. So
we didn't, but it just
spontaneous.
worked. It just worked, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, that was a few minutes of life I can't get back. Maddie, my guy. But no,
I hate you, Matt. My fuck you of the week goes out to Matt Massingham.
Nah, man, but like, honestly, it's like, to the people that don't listen to this shit, it's like, yo, we out here. Like, we really putting out content. We have, what is this? This would be episode 77, I believe.
Something like that.
So 77 episodes.
70-something.
No, it's 77. Not 70-something. 77. I know for a fact because I saved the last one.
Okay.
That's 77 fucking episodes that we have put out at this point. That's over a year's worth of content.
Yeah.
And people still don't be listening. I just come to listen to Trey, my guy. I appreciate you, Maddie.
Fuck the Ducks.
My FU goes to Brent.
Fuck the Angels.
Stop crying and be a man for once.
Fuck Orange County as a whole.
Let me say that again. My FU goes to Brent.
Fuck the Honda Center.
Stop crying and be a man for once.
Fuck that stupid bus terminal that you just set up over there.
With a winky face and a
Fuck
kiss.
the TBN Center that you have in your Orange County. Don't think I haven't seen and passed by that shit.
Wow.
Fuck KOCE, your PBS station over there. Fuck oranges in general.
Orange is new black.
Orange
too.
County ass motherfucker.
Hating on Orange, man. I was out there. Orange County's kind of dope.
Anyway, your fuck you.
I was saying about the people that don't listen to us. I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah,
I
me
think
neither.
they're pretty trash.
Agreed.
For the people, especially the people that have heard it and don't listen consistently.
You know it's dope.
F you for being in Anaheim and not hitting me the other day. Ooh.
I'm in Anaheim all the time.
Oh, even worse.
Uber drags me to Anaheim every fucking day. Uber drags me deeper and deeper in Anaheim every fucking day. That shit. I'll start
Not better.
I'll start on the edge of Long Beach and literally get a call that drags me to the other edge of Orange County every fucking day. It never fails.
When I used to
I'm
drive,
always in Orange County.
When I was driving Uber, I would always start in Long Beach, right near Cherry, Redondo, PCH,
Yep.
that area. And my first trip was always to Anaheim.
Always.
Every day. And I started like 4 in the morning. You know how early I started. It
Yeah.
was like 4 or 5 in the morning. Every single day. Every single day.
Almost never fails.
Almost every day. And then I would normally get one from there to go to the LAX.
Although recently now it's either Orange County or some bullshit like Diamond Bar or Chatsworth or somewhere 800 miles north of here.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw that. That's on my list.
Stop
Those are on my
playing,
list.
bro.
Those are on my list.
Yo, my good vibes. I'm going to just go double up. Shouts to HBO Max, man. You know what I'm saying? They just
No,
continue
fuck
to be the
HBO
best.
Max. Like, you have content, but your app sucks.
Not to me.
You have great content,
My
but
shit functions.
But your you can do this, but if you press play and you decide that you want to rewind or you want to fast forward, you're fucked.
I've never had these problems. I don't know what you're speaking of. But it's been a couple of weeks, so maybe
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. 90s laughs. What a great category.
See, look how slow it's loading. Look at that. That's horseshit.
Nah, that's probably going to need to pay my internet bill.
Anyway.
You got any good vibes, though? Mine is for HBO Max. Because they're the
No,
dopest
fuck
app
HBO
around.
Max. Your good vibes are shit. Fuck HBO Max. Wow. HBO Max is fucking garbage.
They think you're garbage, Brent.
Clearly, well, well, actually, I don't think they give a fuck at this point about anybody that's watching their shit.
Wag the dog.
Wag the dog's all right.
I thought that was War Dogs.
Fucking Good Vibes.
Have you watched Insecure?
No.
I watched part of it.
I feel like I don't want to watch Insecure.
How to Make It in America. Have you seen that?
No.
That show is fantastic. Man, it was so before its time. I wish that shit had came out in this era. They would have like 6 seasons. They got 2.
I'd have to check it out.
I was pissed. They only got 2 seasons.
The problem with Insecure is I heard that it was toxic as shit, kind of like Girlfriends. And it was like, I quit watching Girlfriends because I hated how... I rewatched it once it was on Netflix. And I was like, I gotta stop watching this shit. This shit is terrible.
I remember you telling me you were watching that. Remember Girls? I told you how dope.
That's our girl Allison Wilson over there.
Yeah, but remember Lena
Dunham, yeah.
I told you like she had a deadly pen early in the podcast and you ridiculed me greatly.
Yeah. Yeah, 100% I ridiculed you.
She had a deadly pen in that show, man.
Did she?
She killed that show.
No, okay. Fantastic.
She
She's a horrible person. And I don't believe she has.
How to Be Single. This is what you need,
pen.
Brett. You need to watch this. This will help you.
That does have... It looks like Alison Brie over there, and I do love me some Alison Brie.
I don't know these people by name. Don't play with me.
I do love me some Alison Brie. Good vibes. Good vibes this week...
HBO Max.
The hell with HBO Max. My good vibes this week go to... You have any good vibes? You go first.
Other than HBO Max... I'm gonna shout out the Atlanta Hawks, man. They did work. I've done this on previous podcasts, but I'll do it one more time. Fuck you, Kyle, because Kyle has been hating on Atlanta from the beginning. He didn't think they would make the playoffs. They made the playoffs. They were a 5 seed. They beat the 4 seed, and then they just beat the 1 seed. So, shouts to the Atlanta Hawks. Also, shouts to the Brooklyn Nets for getting their asses whooped in Game 7. They only lost by 2, and KD was an inch away from winning Game 7. He could have hit a 3 instead of a 2, and that would have been it. But they lost in overtime. He shot an air ball next time he tried that shot. So, shouts to Brooklyn. Shouts to Atlanta. And now we got the Bucks versus Atlanta. We got the Clippers versus the Suns, which is the weirdest 4 teams that you could possibly think of as the Final Four for the NBA. That shit is crazy. I love
Have the Clippers ever gone that far?
They've never made it to the conference final.
No.
This is the first time ever.
Yeah.
The last team out of all of them that won a championship, I think they said was 1976, and that was the Bucks. And I believe that was with Kareem.
Right, because I don't think the Suns or the Clippers have ever won.
I believe that was with Lou Alcindor. Not even
Kareem.
Lou Alcindor, I believe.
Because the Clippers and Suns have never got a chip, right?
I'm pulling for the Hawks, too. Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's 3 teams that have never got a chip, and then there's one that was 1976.
Wow.
So I'm hyped for them. I hope Chris Paul, if it's the West, I hope they beat the Clippers, and I hope they're playing right now, I think.
Clippers lost again tonight.
Let's go. So shouts to the Suns again, because Devin Booker is looking like a fucking monster, and I love it. I didn't even see the stats tonight yet, but I'm going to check it after this. But shouts to them. If nobody else is going to win them, I'm pulling for the Suns. And in the East, I'm pulling for the fucking Hawks. If they win, I'll be hyped. But I wouldn't be mad if Giannis got his first championship either. Giannis Antetokounmpo is a monster. He's got a bunch of MVPs now, but he's never won a big game. So I think that'll be crazy. The game is crazy. Check it out. I will. I definitely will. But yeah. So shouts to the NBA for putting on a weird season. Weird teams making it. Just like last year with the bubble, because my Heat shouldn't have made it to the finals, but we did. Mm-hmm. But the Hawks are kind of like the Heat last year to me right now. I feel like they're doing shit that they're not supposed to be able to do. People are shocked. But I feel like the Hawks are like a baby Golden State a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. And I don't think people have realized it yet except for me. And I've been saying it for a while, and I'm going to keep saying it. Fuck you, Kyle. So, yeah. Shouts to the Hawks. Salute. And salute to Chris Paul. Hopefully you come back from COVID and y'all make it to the finals. Y'all up 2-0 against the Clippers right now. So, boom, bang, bam. That's my good vibes.
My good vibes go to Hoarders, the show Hoarders.
Oh, but you're saying Hoarders in general. Like, wait, what?
My apartment this weekend has never been cleaner, in part because of Hoarders.
Motivation.
That's you know how our parents or older aunties and uncles would put on Patti LaBelle and Donny Hathaway when they're cleaning the house on Saturdays. Mm-hmm. I turn on Hoarders and immediately start cleaning the fuck out of my apartment. Now, mind you, because of the heat picking up, the actual heat index, You know, some of those creepy crawlers have decided, oh, let's get around here. So
I live in an arachnid palace.
Yours are spiders.
You know I know.
So I was like, oh, it's definitely time for a deep clean in this motherfucker. So I went in with the Raid and the gels and all this other shit and went through, cleaned everything out, threw some shit away, et cetera, all with hoarders in the background, all with. Now, you understand, this house isn't inhabitable anymore. That wall's coming down. There's dead rats everywhere. All that playing in the background as I'm cleaning the fuck out of every fucking thing. Now, here's the thing. I can get a little junky sometimes, but when I clean the fuck up.
Me too.
And that's a deep clean. I went through half a box of Swiffer pads.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, my place gets dusty, too, because I think that's just the brake dust and everywhere. It's
Same
all
here.
fucking around.
Yeah.
It's fucking Long Beach. But
weird.
It's fucking weird. Like I'll fucking Swiffer and immediately it's fucking dusty on the floor again. And it's like I didn't.
Problem.
Anyway, but yeah, deep fucking clean this week. Shouts to Hoarders, the show. You know, I know it's a TV show, and I know some of the stuff a lot of the stuff is real. Like how do you ship all? You know, like the actual mess itself is real. But, you know, it's still showbiz, but that shit is motivation as fuck.
It is.
For me to, like, no.
Yeah.
No. I'm cleaning
facts.
this shit up.
That's facts. Nah, you gotta do that.
Damn it, I got something going.
Yeah, stop moving my fucking carpet, man. Where the fuck you going?
Anyway.
What the hell are you doing, man?
I'm knocking everything over.
Stop. Just relax. Okay? Keep calm.
Woosah.
Thank you. Is that it for your good vibes?
That's it for my good vibes.
Well, since we've done a mighty long episode.
Also, you know, good vibes to Lauren on your birthday. Shouts to Lauren.
You already did that.
You know, I did, but I'm doing it here too.
It's like
you know
4 episodes later.
Listen, she knows where to find me.
The fuck, man! Stop shouting people 4 weeks later. It's some bullshit.
You know, she's ready to catch up on what we missed out on in junior high. You know what I'm saying? Were you good from Jump Street? You think?
Well, what?
With the sexy times?
Actual physical shit?
Yeah. Were you good off the bat?
No, I was a monster.
Yeah.
I went an hour my first time, and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and I was like just doing it, and she was losing her mind, and I was like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I talked a lot of shit, so I had to show up. I was like, I'm that nigga, man.
Lights on bright.
Yeah, lights
are on bright.
Before I forget, Brent. For the record, Roman still ain't the head. Ooh, I forgot
That's the problem with your table. See, that's the problem with your table.
Yikes! I forgot he says stuff like that.
That's the problem with your table over there in Anaheim. That's that orange curtain talk right there. That's
I was with him until
that's
the head of
right.
the table.
And that's why we don't have you on the pod anymore, man.
That's crazy. Yo, Brent, where can they find you, man?
They can find me on the internet everywhere at Surreal469, SURREAL, the numbers 469 on everything, including on YouTube, where we do long overdue movie reviews. I think I should be done with Harry Potter week by the time this comes out, or month by the time this comes out. So it's going to be different movies. And if you want to follow my progress on Instagram, it's Surreal200. Talk shit about me working out and eating and all that there. Where can they find you, Trey?
Oh, me? On Facebook, you can find me at Trey Sykes, but on everything else, you can find me at 1989 TRE on everything except for YouTube, because we know, as a collective, that YouTube hates me.
Same.
But if you do want to find me on YouTube,
I mean, I hate him too.
It's TRE72289. That again is TRE72289 on YouTube. Mainly, I'm just on Bigo. So these days, I'm really just on Bigo, and that's 1989 TRE as well. So, and then a little emoji and a door and some shit.
Yeah.
Where can you find us, Brent?
If you're watching us on the YouTube channel, you can find us on your favorite audio platform with the links in the description. We are on at least a dozen of the motherfuckers at this point, so you might as well find your favorite one and listen to us if you don't necessarily want to watch us, etc., etc. I don't know how YouTube's working for you with ads or whatever. You want to just listen to us, you can listen to, or maybe YouTube is taking up too much battery space on your phone or whatever. I know how that shit goes.
I mean, I would look at us personally.
I personally would look at us too. If you're listening to us and you want to look at us, you can, because I'm sexy as fuck. So go to tinyurl.com, and he's here too. tinyurl.com/getHereTube if you want to see us.
He's the tiny
tinyurl.com/getHereTube. Ain't nothing tiny about me, motherfucker.
Except for everything. Is that it?
That's it for this episode.
Shit, man. Well, shouts to all the Facebook viewers. I appreciate y'all watching. Maddie, MVP. Faith popped in for a second. Shouts to all y'all that showed up. Let me see. My man Crowder. It's not even
Steven Crowder?
It's Kreider. I said Crowder. Kreider. Matt Kreider, my guy, popped in as well. Jesse was on this episode. Shouts to Jesse for popping in for a little bit. Some good content. It was some good content. This was a good time. Shouts to you, Brent, for being tiny. You know what I'm saying? Even that little finger, whatever that is. I think that's a pinky. At least over here in my book. About the same size. You know what to do.
I got your pinky, Hank. Wait.
Pause. Hit it.
How did we even get here? Cause I swear I don't recognize shit here.